everyone, I'm Eva and welcome to the first episode of my channel. This is so exciting, you guys have no idea. But I'm very excited because today we're gonna be seeing what my MBTI is. The first time I checked, it was like 2 years ago, I think 3 years ago, and I was an ENFP. Then last time I checked, which was more than a year ago, I went from ENFP to ENFJ, so the last one changed. But I'm very curious as to what the test is gonna say today. Since the last time I took the test, I went through like a lot of things and I feel like I've changed. I've changed it in some ways. So I think I might go back to ENFP. I feel like I really identify with both, like ENFP and ENFJ, but I really do identify with ENFP. So let's see if I go back to ENFP. These are my current statistics. So once I finish the test, we're gonna compare this to whatever I get at the end. But before getting started, I don't want to make this too long because the test is kind of long by itself. Please don't forget to join this family if you want to follow my journey with me to become an artist. And also to like this video, comment down below, let me know what your MBTI is, and to follow me on all my other socials, which are gonna be up here, and they're gonna be linked down below as always because I post a lot of content over there. So with this said, without any further ado, because the sun is going down and I'm getting stressed because the lighting is kind of like already dying out, so I'm kind of like running against the clock right now. So let's get started with the test. I have my laptop here, so let me look it up. How can I? I'm genuinely confused. I don't know. I can't seem to find the test. Oh, here it is. I was so confused. I was like, where's the test? Anyways, you regularly make new friends. I mean, depends on what you consider friend. Because yes, I do socialize a lot and I meet new people very often and it's very easy for me to talk to new people. But for me, the word friend is like strong. Oh, I'm gonna film. Hold on. I almost forgot to record the screen. There you go. Now we're recording. You usually feel persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. I mean, considering the fact that I want to be an artist, even though, you know, it's not the logical, quote unquote, logical path to take, I would strongly agree with this one. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. I genuinely don't care. I like to meet new people, and if they like me, that's fine. If they don't, that's also fine. So I don't care. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. What numbers? I'm gonna agree, but I don't really understand the question. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Oh my god. Listen, I used to have this friend and she would call me the to-do list girl because for every single thing that came up in a conversation, I would make a list. Like, I don't know why, but I just like to do lists a lot. So strongly agree, very strongly agree. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I feel like, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna put like a strongly agree just because of the fact that if I find them extremely attractive, then I might be a little bit taken back. But other than that, I like talking to new people, so yeah. You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Completely disagree. Completely disagree. No, this is not true. I would never say that. I absolutely love to discuss like art and the multiple interpretations that people have on it. I don't care if your take on a piece of art has nothing to do with mine. Like, I want to hear you out. I want to hear your reasoning and how you process what you're seeing or hearing, or you guys understand what I'm trying to say. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Now listen, yes, but no. I have nothing against it, but depends on what. If it's something fun, then yes. But if we're talking like work-wise, I don't like being in a team. Maybe it's because I've never met someone who has the same work ethic as I do. I'm not saying mine is better and like other people's work ethic is worse, but I feel like you have to click with someone to actually work with them. So it depends. I'm gonna put it in the middle because it depends on For what? You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. It depends. I genuinely like to say what I'm thinking, but I like to wait until the time is right, and I look for a nice, soft way of saying it. Like, I'm just not just gonna throw my opinion in your face. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Let's just put it there. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on a light because this is insane. How do you guys like that? Do you like that? I can try. Hello? Why is it not? It's not working. This is like the best thing that I can do right now. So yeah, bear with me. This is too red. Can we stick with this? I feel like this might work. Hold on. Yeah, this might work. This might work. I genuinely feel like I do. Like, I'm interested in probably everything and anything, not like in a deep way. Like I swear to God, if I'm watching YouTube, I'm probably watching like some documentary on like some random stuff. I don't care. I'm pretty much interested in everything. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. I think it's just because I haven't found my people yet. It's not that I enjoy, I mean, yes, I do enjoy being alone, but what I'm trying to say is I would also enjoy doing group stuff, but I feel like I just haven't met people who really resonate with me at this point in life. So I'm just gonna put it there. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. It's very weird if I'm arguing with someone. Like, I genuinely do not argue with anyone. I do not waste my energy on arguing with anyone, and I'm not trying to prove my point to others. So it's not even just about preserving their feelings, which it's about that too, because I'm not here to hurt anyone. Even with people who have hurt me, I do not go out of my way and hurt them back. Like, I remember I had a fallout with someone, and the day that everything went down, we were talking, and this person literally told me, like, this is the first time I don't feel like I'm arguing with someone and we are just talking. And I'm like, of course, because I'm not arguing with you, I'm not mad. I mean, I feel what is the word? Let down, but I'm not mad. Like, it's very hard to actually piss me off. It's very hard. So I'm not hurting other people in arguments. I'm not doing that. I just move on with my life, you know? You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impression. You rarely feel insecure. I mean, I'm gonna slightly agree, because I have my moments too, like everyone, but I've been working on it and I've been getting much better. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Bothered wouldn't be the word, because again, every single mistake that I've made has led me to where I am at right now, but I would lie if I said that I never overthink mistakes that I've done. So, in the middle. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. Completely agree. I know sometimes this might not be the best, but when I'm making a choice, hold on, because I'm trying to sit up. When I'm making a choice, I genuinely like to think a lot about how others will feel. Depends on the context, again, because these questions are kind of broad, because they depend a lot on what we're talking about. But if it's about my future, for example, I don't care. But if we're talking about other kinds of decisions, I really care about how others might feel. I've had issues with being a people pleaser for so long. I've been working on it and it's been getting better, but yeah, I mean, I truly like to think first about how my actions might affect other people's feelings, and then I act. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. Depends on the moment, but usually yes. I like big cities. I like the movement that goes on in like big cities. I like parties, I like going out, so depends on the day, because I also like I love being in my room alone at night, but like I really like going out. So I'm just gonna put it here. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Yeah, as long as my intuition tells me that it's right, then it is right. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Again, considering the fact that I want to take an artistic path, You feel confident that things will work out for you. I know things will work out for me. I'm so confident about it. Like, I genuinely know that it will work out. My intuition is telling me that things will definitely work out for me. So yeah, I just know. Are we ready for the results? I'm actually getting nervous. I feel like it's gonna change. I feel like it's gonna change. It's definitely gonna change. I don't know why I'm getting so nervous. It's just a test. Do we think it's gonna go back to ENFP? I feel like some answers changed definitely since like the last time that I took this test, so it's gonna change. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm still the same. Okay, I'm still an ENFJ. Okay, so I'm still an ENFJ. Thing is, let me see the statistics compared. Okay, so something actually changed. Okay, something changed. Something changed. So I was an ENFJ. Hold on, no. I used to be an ENFJ-T, and now I'm an ENFJ-A. So I went from turbulent to assertive. I used to be 72 extroverted, and now I'm 76%. I'm more extroverted now. Ooh, I used to be 91% intuitive, and now I'm 81% intuitive. Okay. I used to be 76% feeling. I used to be 76% feeling, overthinking, and now I am 81% feeling, so even more. I used to be 65% judging, and now I'm 72. And I used to be, this is the interesting one, I used to be 58% turbulent, and now I'm 75% assertive, which means that you're likely self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing that has changed in the course of the last year. I became so much more relaxed with everything, even when there's like chaos in my life, when things seem to be like falling down and rumbling down around me, and there's chaos everywhere. I'm like pretty chill with everything. I'm like, everything is just gonna go back to normal at some point, and everything happens for a reason, so why bother worrying? But I want to check, because I'm actually curious. In the MBTI, what's the difference between ENFP and J? So P and J, I want to see what changed in me. J stands for judging and P stands for perceiving. People with a judging personality are structured and prefer order. They make formal decisions and like to stick to plans. People with perceiving personality tend to plan less and adapt better to change. They prefer spontaneity, relaxed deadlines, and easygoing. They might use a more natural, sensory, and time-consuming approach to receiving, assessing, and deciding on information. Why do I feel like I'm more of a P? I feel like the test is wrong. I genuinely feel like the test is wrong. I'm not trying to force myself to be an ENFP, but I genuinely feel like I'm more of a perceiving than judging. Because the only thing I truly have from like the J is the fact that I love to make to-do lists and stuff like that. But I kid you not, I'm very easygoing. If I have to change plans, I just change them. Like, I adapt. And I rather have like flexible schedule over a tight one. I feel like I'm more of a P. Judgers, as a result of having introverted perception, will have a narrow and focused idea of how the reality should be. Perceivers, on the other hand, have introverted judging, so instead of focusing on building the external environment, they focus on building themselves to be ready. I still don't understand. I don't know anymore. Okay, this is me after filming, and I've been looking into the whole ENFP, ENFJ thing, because it literally just didn't make sense to me, because I was reading stuff about both of them and I was like, I resonate way more with ENFP, and I do think I am an ENFP, and I'm gonna explain why very quickly. Even though yes, I love to do to-do lists and like organize myself and stuff like that, I cannot stand having like the same schedule every single day. Like, I'm not the type of person to have like a set specific routine every single day. My job is literally doing the same every single day. I have to repeat a speech for 4 hours in a row, like in a loop, and I feel like I'm going insane. Like, that's not for me. I don't like tight schedules. I like to just basically be free and be able to do whatever I want in the order that I want to do it, and like, you know, just flexibility overall. So today's conclusion is that I definitely went back to being an ENFP. Yeah. Anyways, this was today's episode. This was the first episode, so I'm very excited. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm very excited to continue the saga of this section in my channel. So if you want to see more of me and my journey towards becoming an artist, because that's the main focus of this channel, feel free to join this little family down here, clicking the subscribe button and clicking the notification button so you can know when I post a new video, which I usually do on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but depending on the week, I might try to post a little bit more. Also, like this video, share it with all your friends, and don't forget to follow me on my other socials, which are going to be linked down below, and you can see them up here. And so with this said, thank you so much guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.